You don't want to hear this, but you need it. Weak men chase pleasure. Strong men build control. And before you get offended, pause. This isn't an insult, it's a mirror. Because almost every man starts weak. The question is whether you stay there. Let me start by calling you out. You wake up tired. You grab your phone. You scroll. You look for something easy. A laugh, a video, a body, a hit of pleasure. Not because you earned rest, but because you avoid effort. And you tell yourself it's normal. It's been a long day. I deserve this. Everyone does it. That's the voice of weakness. Not evil, not bad, just undisciplined. Here's the hard truth. Pleasure is not the reward. Pleasure is the distraction. Weak men don't choose pain. They avoid it. They avoid boredom. They avoid silence. They avoid discomfort. They avoid responsibility. So they chase whatever feels good now. Food, porn, drugs, games, validation, attention. Anything to avoid sitting with themselves. Strong men are different, not because they're special, not because they're lucky, but because they learned one thing early. Control beats comfort every time. Let's break this down clean. Pleasure is easy. Control is hard. Pleasure is instant. Control is slow. Pleasure makes promises it can't keep. Control delivers results it never brags about. Weak men choose now. Strong men choose later. That's the difference. Here's where most men fail. They think discipline is about motivation. It's not. Motivation fades, mood changes, energy drops. If your life depends on motivation, you lose the moment you feel tired. Weak men wait to feel like it. Strong men act despite how they feel. Let me talk to you straight. If you can't control your urges, you can't control your life. If your mood decides your actions, you are not free. You are reactive. And reactive men get used by habits, by people, by life. Look around. Men chasing pleasure look relaxed, but they're anxious inside. They laugh loud, but sleep bad. They feel good for a moment, then empty, over and over. Because pleasure without control turns into regret every time. Here's the trap. Pleasure lies. It says just this once, just relax, you'll start tomorrow. And weak men listen, not because they're stupid, but because they're tired of resisting. Resistance feels heavy when your life has no structure. Strong men don't rely on willpower, they build systems. They don't ask, do I feel like it? They ask, what needs to be done? And then they do it. No drama, no speeches, no excuses. Let me give you a picture. Weak men live like open doors. Anything can walk in, any urge, any distraction. Strong men live like locked gates, not closed to life, closed to nonsense. They choose what enters. That's control. Now let's talk about pain. Weak men avoid pain at all costs. Strong men choose the right pain. Training pain, discipline pain, growth pain. Because they know something most men ignore. Pain is coming either way. The pain of effort or the pain of regret. You don't escape pain, you choose it. Here's why pleasure destroys weak men. It trains the brain to expect reward without effort. And once that happens, hard work feels unbearable. Focus feels boring. Silence feels scary. So they keep running back to pleasure, and life stays small. Strong men train their brain differently. They delay reward. They finish the work first. They earn rest. They make pleasure conditional. That rewires the mind. Now effort feels normal. Discomfort feels manageable. Control feels natural. Let me be blunt. If you can't say no to yourself, you will always say yes to the wrong things. And the world loves men who can't say no. They're easy to sell to, easy to distract, easy to control. This is not about being cold or miserable or joyless. Strong men enjoy life more. Why? Because pleasure tastes better when it's earned. Sleep feels better after work. Food tastes better after discipline. Rest feels better after effort. Weak men numb themselves. Strong men enjoy deeply.